Good morning. Today we will be seeing about Abraham Maslow theory and McDouglas theory X and Y. These two theorems are very important for every engineer, whoever works anywhere, like any organization. Being as an employee, we should know the basic differences and how these two theories are being managed by an every worker or by an every engineer. So, why do we need actually management, and how should we manage our day to day life and how to manage our working life? So, every employee should know the basic principle of Abraham Maslow. Actually, these two theories are also known as motivational theories in management. Okay. So, coming to Abraham Maslow theory. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist who studied the performance of an employee, means how an employee will be motivated with his desired needs. Actually, whoever it is, always a man or a man or a woman, whoever it is, always they are called as a wanting animal. Why? Because a man will never be satisfied with what we have. He always expects with what he doesn't have. If he is satisfied today with a car, tomorrow he will be expecting to build a building. So, that is why Maslow said that the basic necessities should be satisfied for an every employee or for a every human being. Totally there are 5 types of needs, very important needs. When these needs are being satisfied, an employee can give his 100% of attainment in the working environment. So, there is a pyramid sort of a structure where you can define the 5 basic needs. The first need is biological need. As the name itself says that the biological need means, you can give an examples like food, cloth and shelter. Why are these very necessity? Every employee works for food, cloth and shelter. Yes or no? So, this is a basic need. Always an employee's salary should be satisfied with food, cloth and shelter. What is the next need? Immediately what he expects? He expects to save some money for his future. That is called as safety need. And all these safety needs, let us take an example of safety need like providential funds, ESI and assets. Okay. So, all the safety needs are used for the future purpose, means an employee who is being satisfied with a biological need, he have got enough of food, clothes, shelter for living, but the next need is he will be going for the safety needs. Even if the person is being satisfied with all these, he goes for a social need. What is a social need? To share the feelings of the human. We need some friend or family or even the colleagues. Why? Why do we need a social need? To share our feelings. So, an employee who is being satisfied with biological, he goes for safety. Next is social. He is satisfied even with sharing his feelings of the working environment. The next thing is he goes for an esteem need. This esteem need is the people, most of the people work for food, cloth and shelter, but esteem need is a person at the age of 40 to 45 or 50. Here the people will work with the prestigious feeling, means if a friend is having a beautiful car, if a friend is buying a beautiful car, he thinks that the next day even I should also have. So, he will be working for a prestigious feeling. So, that is called as an esteem need. The last need is the self actualization need. What is self actualization? 10% of people will only work for self actualization. Why? Because they want always to prove themselves. The people will always want to prove themselves. So, what do we say is, this theory says that most of an employer or people who are working in an organization whoever are there, they should satisfy these 5 basic necessities. Then only they can work in a very good manner in any of the organization. As because every human nature is based upon their respective psychology of their mind. When a person is psychologically happy, he can prove himself in any of the organization. So that is what Abraham Maslow has said, that with these necessities only an employee can perform very well. Coming to McDougall's theory X and Y, I will just draw 2 diagrams. You can just say me that who is active learner and who is not an active learner. Okay. See, if you just see these 2 diagrams of a people, this is theory X. You can just simply say that how theory X sort of employees will be there in an every organization and how theory Y sort of employees will be in an organization. Okay. Theory X, as you can see the face of a person, he is always lazy. They don't want to do work on time. They don't do work on time. Why? Because they are not satisfied with the respective organization, or they are not satisfied with their remuneration. Then the people starts developing into theory X. But what happens into theory Y? If a person or an employee who is being satisfied with the respective organization and respective nature of individual, he himself starts as an active. He will be always active. He will work always for a higher superior authority, means he always wants the superiority, okay, and he always works for promotions. But what happens in case of X? He does not work on time. So what always manager has to be pushed on towards X sort of employees. Managers should be behind him, means always restricting him that do work by time, so that we will pay you this much. So all the time manager works are very important for theory X. So coming to theory X, motivational theory is very important for motivating theory X sort of employees. So that is why in every organization there are 2 types of employees, theory X and theory Y. Theory X are very lazy, as you are seeing here, and in theory Y, if you can see the employee face is always happy, he is very active learning, and he is called as a quick learner also. So with this I will conclude the session. Thank you.